After the last video, I've got a lot of comments and I had to give AC Evo some real credit. The S15 mod comparison made me think Evo might already be doing one thing better than the original Assetto Corsa. Then I started looking back through the footage I already had in OG AC, and it reminded me what Evo is really up against. Yes, physics matters, but don't forget about everything else built around the driving. On paper, it should be easy to move on from a sim this old. Evo is still in development and hopefully it'll have more content around it. But footage like this reminds me why OGAC still feels different. People have spent years turning this game into whatever kind of driving they care about, and all that kept growing long after the base game and should have felt old by now. And somehow, a lot of it still feels fresh. I can jam on a road I haven't touched in months with a car I forgot I even had installed, and still feel like there's something new to figure out. That's the tough part for Evo, since it's not just trying to be newer than AC, it's trying to catch a whole driving world people already built. Touge is the kind of driving that still gets me because the road makes you pay attention differently. On a circuit, you build references pretty quickly and learn where to brake and where to turn while the track gives you plenty of room to recover. The touge doesn't feel that forgiving. The corners come up faster and the road disappears over crests, and the guardrails feel close and the car always seems to have less room than you'd expect. Not only I'm thinking about the perfect line, I'm also thinking about how much road I actually have, and when AC gets that feeling right, it feels incredible. That's this constant tug of war between the road, the tires, and steering. It doesn't feel like the sim is just handing me grip. It feels like I have to earn the road one corner at a time. Then you switch from grip to drift with a car mod that has an anglecator knuckles that'll give you a larger range of steering angle, which then the same game starts wanting something completely different from you. One minute you're carrying clean speed down a mountain, the next you're linking corners, managing angle, and using that same kind of road in a totally different way. Not many sims can pull that off this well. When OGAC is paired with a good drift car, this is still the benchmark for me. Not every mod is perfect, and there's definitely bad ones, but when the car is right, the flow is hard to beat. That's a huge reason drifting became such a big part of this game. It gives you room to drive with style and not just finish with a lap. In my opinion, this is the part Evo doesn't have yet, and I hope it gets there eventually. I'm not ruling that out, but right now, OGAC has years of mods and community fixes all built on top of each other. Sometimes it's messy when you gotta dig through CSP settings or do research on some random forum thread just to figure out why a car won't load. But that mess is also part of why it feels alive. OGAC stopped feeling like a closed game a long time ago. It became a platform where people kept shaping it into whatever they wanted it to be. Replacing that doesn't just mean better graphics or better physics, it means replacing years of community momentum. To be fair, I'm not writing Evo off. My last video happened because Evo surprised me. That converted S15 didn't feel like a joke. And there were real moments where the tire limit felt readable enough to get my attention. I think Evo can become something serious, but OGAC is a weird target because it's not only competing as a sim anymore, it's competing as a habit. Let me repeat that. It's competing as a habit. It's the place people already go to when they want a specific car on some random road with the style of driving they already know they love. One good car in Evo can make me hopeful, but one night back in OGAC can still remind me why this game refuses to die. That variety is what keeps pulling me back. There's always something else to try. AC Evo might eventually become the better sim in some areas, and the tire model could keep improving, and mod support could turn into something real. But right now, OG Assetto Corsa still has something Evo can't touch. Pretty much everything that grew around the driving over the years. The touge roads, the drift culture, the servers, the community fixes, and all the little details people put in this scene understand immediately. That's what Evo is up against. Evo can absolutely improve the driving itself, and I truly hope it does, but OGAC already became a place to drive, not just the game to play. That's a much harder thing to replace. I'll catch you on the next run. Peace.